Hey, so I was gonna get all dolled up and actually put on makeup and do my hair and put on clothes. But then I realized this video is to explain what coaching is. And I want to be real and honest, and this is exactly what I look like on most days. My hair, I don't think I've washed it in 4 or 5 days maybe, but that's what dry shampoo's for, right? I mean, I'm lucky to get a shower, but that's the luxury of being able to work from my phone or my computer and work at home with my toddler sleeping in the background. There's always a chance he could wake up and make this a really fun video. You never know. It's about being you. So it's about being real and honest. And that kind of is like a little segue into explaining why I become a coach. And that's just it, to be you, to be exactly who you are and find people that are like you and help them. That's exactly what it is. It's not any kind of, oh, there's a cat. There's always a cat in every video. This is Paige, by the way. To just find people like you, to help people like you are or you were. But a lot of times when you sign up to become a coach, I think that the number one reason is for accountability. And it starts, I know for me, I started for the extra accountability in myself with my, my health and my fitness, keep up with my workouts and then, keep up with my nutrition. And then it kind of spread from there, and it was to keep up with my mindset to, continue growing and who I was becoming and who I wanted to become. Some people will sign up as a coach for the community. I mean, I don't know about you, but becoming a mom, now an army wife, just simply an adult in general, it's hard to make friends. I'm not good at it. Frankly, I'm not. And so to have a community of people that are like you and have similar goals, that's where it is. You want to have that extra community. And then obviously the income portion. Which I'm going to kind of dive into in just a few minutes. But who is this for? This is for anybody. And I don't mean that, it is literally for anybody. I'm not trying to, kind of say that in any other weird way, but it is literally for anyone. You could be into health and fitness. You could be a physical trainer. You could own a gym, whatever. But, or you could have zero background like me. I had done very few workouts in my life. It was never something, I thought I wanted to do. But it's also for the people that want to keep learning, the people that want to be a student, the people that want to grow, the people that are willing to try and work hard for, who they want to become and getting the most out of life. I mean, I think that that's a pretty big reason. Let's see. Sorry, I made some notes because I tend to be a scatterbrained person. That's what I do. That's who I am. So at the end of the day, what does a coach look like? What does a day of coaching look like to you? And the answer is whatever you want it to. It's your own business. You are your own boss, which is awesome. For me, if I wake up early, I can get some work done before my son wakes up, which is awesome. But if I don't, then I fill it in between the gaps. I'm a stay-at-home mom, so that works out for me. But there are plenty of coaches out there on my team and, out in all of Beachbody world, that have full-time jobs. I know a lady who had 3 full-time nursing jobs when she first started, and she was able to build an incredible business. She's actually the leader of the team that I'm on. She's the head coach, which is huge. Now she's a stay-at-home mom, and she can afford, her home. She has zero debt other than, finishing paying off her home. She has 2 kids. She makes the life she wants to live. And that's what it's about. You figure it out. You figure out what it is that you want, and you make it happen. But you make it happen by staying consistent and finding that routine. With every coach, there are 4 vital behaviors. And those are things that we live for in our business and we live for in our lives. Like, it's not, I'm going to tell you what they are before you're like, what the heck? But the first one is personal development, which, in all honesty, when I read this, as far as like my first, like a vital behavior, something I'm doing every day, I laughed. And I was like, personal development, who needs that? Until I tried it. And then I was like, wow, why have I not done this before? So personal development can be anything as far as growing yourself. I definitely I love to read. As a mom, I don't have as much time to read. But that's something that I try really hard. I am reading a book right now called Girl Wash Your Face. Absolutely, hands down, love it. But there are so many other good books out there that you can even get like the audio versions. A lot of times if I'm driving, if I have to like go to the grocery store, or go run errands, or whatever I have to do, just throw it in my car and I listen to it while I'm driving. Or if I'm in the shower, like Corbin's napping, I'm trying to get things done, doing dishes, whenever. Like, I find time. There are podcasts. Sometimes you can just simply read a good book. Listen to a song that fuels your soul. Just something to spark that positivity, that mindset, and something to help you grow as a person. Because without that, you growing as a person, you're not going to be able to grow your business and better your family. And it just helps you be an all-around better person. The next vital behavior out of the 4, number 2, is being a proof of the product. So that's something that I have definitely found to be very, very true, because we're not salespeople. That's not what we're here to do. We are here to have our own journey. So when I say journey, I think that some people kind of think that's a little far-fetched, but I really have grown to think of life as a journey. And with that, I mean, that can be your health, that can be your nutrition, that can be, whatever part of you. So when I say proof of the product, that means following a program. That means working on your nutrition. That means using what Beachbody has to offer and showing that it works, showing how it's changed your life. And by doing that, you're not a salesperson. You're simply sharing your journey. And it's not about trying to fit that round peg into a square hole. You want this to be right for people. You want to show people that this changed your life and has been like huge and, mind-blowing. And it can be the same for them. That's what it's about. It's about helping people. And that kind of leads me into the 3rd vital behavior, which is inviting, which is simply what I just said. It's not about inviting, the wrong people. It's about sharing your journey and showing that it works for you and that it could work for other people. Let's see. So then the 4th vital behavior is recognizing. And this one I think is fun. It has become more fun the longer I've become a coach, because I've really taken it to heart, and it's recognizing. So that is celebrating everybody. So celebrating challengers in a group, telling them that they're doing a great job, celebrating other coaches, creating those friendships and, truly being happy for somebody, focusing on somebody else's happiness is like, it makes your heart swell with happiness. It really does. It's like the coolest thing in the whole world. That kind of leads me into something that I learned, which it makes sense, but I totally didn't know that. The number one reason that people leave their jobs is lack of appreciation and lack of recognition. Which, if you think about it, like, I know so many people. I think I've been that person. Like, you are so unhappy at your job because you're not recognized. You're not your boss, your coworkers. They don't see how much you put in. They don't see how hard you're working. And so to be able to just have that as your, like, one of your 4 vital behaviors that you're doing every single day, I think is huge. like you're making that a requirement, a necessity, putting yourself in check for making somebody else's day happy. Like that's huge. Anyway, so those are the 4 things that we do every day. Like that to me, it doesn't sound like a job. Like you're helping to grow yourself, you're bettering your health, your, fitness, your mental health, and then you're sharing it with other people that you could potentially help in the same way that it's helped you. And then you're recognizing and celebrating other people. I mean, it really doesn't sound like a job. But anyway, moving forward. So this is the how to earn portion. So, I was a little confused because I'm not always the person that, reads through everything in the fine print. And so this has been a learning process for me. So I like to break it down and explain it a little bit better. So there are 2 ways that you can earn as a coach. The first one, which especially when you're a newer coach, is the way you'll earn. You get a 25% commission on any direct sales. So any people that you're sharing your journey with that want to join you, that would be a direct sale, and you're going to get 25% of whatever they sell or they would purchase. And then, cat here. And then the second way is a team cycle bonus, which as you become, she's very relentless. So as you start to build your team, it's an indirect commission, and you earn it weekly. And like I said, as you build your team, you get it based on volume. So you're not making money from anybody that signs up underneath you. That's just not a thing. That's not how any of this works. And I will explain that to you a little bit more in a minute. So anyway, you're getting, you get a bonus for every amount of volume, which, as you would get there, as you would learn more about coaching, you would learn more about the volume. But that would just be as your team grows, you make more money, kind of. And then with that, I have to say that Beachbody doesn't guarantee success, and it all depends on how much effort you want to put in and how hard you want to work your business. So there's nothing guaranteed, just like in life, right? So then that kind of leads me into this. I can remember researching when I first started and hearing, all kinds of negativity saying that because it's a multi-level marketing company, it's a pyramid scheme, which is a load of BS. It is not a pyramid scheme. Absolutely, hands down. I will explain to you what a pyramid scheme is, and that is not this. Pyramid schemes, first of all, are illegal. Tail should be too. But, so with a pyramid scheme, it requires 3 things. First of all, a large initial investment is required for you to join. Not the case. Then second, it would be you get a direct payment for recruiting people, which is also not the case. Like I had said, you get the team cycle bonus, but that is, you're getting zero anything direct from any coach ever. The only thing you're getting is the happiness knowing that it's changing their life just like it changed yours. That's honest to God's truth. And then the third thing is it has a heavy emphasis on recruiting with little emphasis on selling to consumers. So that means that you're trying to get people to join you because you're making money off of them, and it's not about selling to customers, which is also a load of absolute crap. So I will explain to you the 3 reasons why. So first of all, you are required to have nothing as far as inventory goes. I don't keep any kind of inventory. The only inventory I have is for myself. So the shakes that I drink, the, whatever performance line stuff, anything I have is simply for me. I don't hold on to any inventory. Everything that is purchased through Beachbody directly. So that I never have anything. And then number 2, there is 0 direct payment for anyone or from anyone that joins the team. So like I said, anybody that joins the team or becomes like a coach under me, or, when I became a coach under so-and-so, nobody is getting money off of a coach. There's 0, you're my coach, so I'm taking money from you. That's not how that happens at all. Like I said, it's all about that team cycle bonus. So as that person, you know, gets commissions and that coach is doing well, it shows that there's volume, and then you get a bonus weekly from there. But it is not taking any amount of money or anything away from your coaches. Your coach, you want to do awesome because you want it to change their life just like it has for you. So, and then number 3 would be, it is literally 100% about connecting products to consumers. Like I had said with the 4 vital behaviors, like you are sharing your journey because you want other people to start theirs. You want other people to feel as awesome as you feel, you know, to grow in their person, and to grow in their health and fitness, to become the best version of themselves. So there's a couple perks. Anyway, I should probably say, so I actually learned a couple of things, but Beachbody actually wasn't an MLM when it first started. It was like one of the best-selling infomercials, which I'm sure you've all seen, like Hip Hop Abs and P90X, and it had an awesome career as an MLM, or not as an MLM, as an infomercial. And then it was decided to add coaches, you know, the higher ups, the CEOs, decided to make it into an MLM to have that extra accountability. And it is literally transformed into something awesome. Like we're like, I mean, I think that we are on the end of, or on at the end, hopefully. Anyway, I'm saying this backwards. Hopefully we are going to end the trend of obesity. Totally tongue twister there. Anyway, so, but big things on the horizon, super, super exciting. But anyway, a couple perks. I'm gonna make sure I read my notes because my squirrel brain all over the place. Let's see, so you get a 25% discount on anything. So I think that that is wonderful. Some people sign up for coaching just to get that discount, and they don't actually, you know, go farther and actually work the business. Some people will start that way. I kind of was that person. They'll start as just a discount coach to get the extra discount, but then when they realize how much their life changes and they start sharing their journey and other people see, then it's just mind-blowing as to how awesome it can become. But you also get first access to all new programs, which is huge. You have unlimited access to training, webinars, the best coach community ever. Like if me as your coach, like if I don't know the answer to something, I have a plethora of resources, or you would have a plethora of resources. It's like the possibilities are endless as far as learning. Like there's always room to learn, and there's always things changing, and it's so exciting to be able to grow yourself, grow your business. It's ever evolving, and it's super, super fun. Let's see. Oh, and you get team support. So your coaching support, but you never stop getting that fitness support. You never stop getting, you know, the accountability and those things. Like you are forever a challenger as well as a coach. It's kind of really cool to see how the two things go together, because we're all learning. Like I said, I was not into health and fitness when I started this journey. I had barely done a workout. I had a gym membership. Let me tell you, the gym membership lasted, well, I think I went once, and then I paid for it the rest of like the 2 years or whatever I had to sign up for. But this has been life-changing, and it's been something I've grown to learn and love. Anyway. Oh, and then, so if you are interested, if this does sound like something that would, fit into your life, of course it's going to fit into your life because you're making it to fit into whatever life you're living. But if it is something that you are wanting to get started on, there are two ways, or a couple ways to get started. Yeah, 2 ways. First of all, I think is the best option is to start with a challenge pack, which I'm going to have another video that's going to explain exactly what goes into a challenge pack. But when you start with a challenge pack, you literally just pay for what you are getting and what is going to ultimately change your life. And then you become the product of the product. So you can start with the challenge pack, and then, or you could just simply pay a $40 coaching fee. So you pay the one-time fee to become a coach, which you can do. I think that starting with the challenge pack is definitely a better way to go, because you're actually becoming a product of the product, which, like I said, with those 4 vital behaviors, is pretty much key to this business. You want to show people how it's impacted you and how it's changing your life and how your journey is progressing. And if you aren't actually doing it, then I think you kind of become more of that salesperson, which is what we're not, like what we strive very hard to not be. Like, that's not what this business is about. So you can do it that way. And then also something to remember is if you've ever purchased, vibrating phone, if you've ever purchased a challenge pack in the past, that can also waive the business fee. So if you've ever purchased it, could be like years before, it would still waive that coaching fee. So then you would never pay that $40 fee. So I think that that's a pretty cool deal. You're basically bettering yourself. And if you want to get a 25% discount, you become a coach. There is also a $15.95 a month business fee that pays for your websites and pays for any kind of servicing, and obviously, like I had said before, we don't hold inventory, so that would go through, like, that pays for Beachbody to have your website and like everything set up for you, and then for your customers to purchase, like, they handle all of that kind of situation. So it's a pretty good deal when you're like, when you really think about it, $16 a month. But anyway, that is monthly, unless you are active military, an active military spouse, or if you yourself are National Guard or reserves. Doesn't work for the spouses. Then those fees, it can be completely waived, which is very, very awesome, I think, for especially being an Army wife, you know, kind of having that close to my heart. I think that, you know, for the people that serve our country, it's only one country, that's kind of giving back. And I love that. I really love that about Beachbody. So let's see, I think that was about all I had. Yeah, basically it was $160 for me to purchase my first challenge pack, and I would spend that all over again. I would save it up for all of my birthdays and Christmases to get started, because it has been the most incredible experience. And so I hope this helps. I hope that it maybe explained a little bit more about what coaching is and why it's awesome. But if it seems right for you, or if you have any more questions, definitely reach out. I would love, love, love to share this with you.